want to welcome you to the Momentum Leadership Mastermind group of John Maxwell's 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. And I'm Dave Sollars, and I'll be facilitating the call this evening. And I want to welcome everybody onto the call on this Sunday night. There are civic, church, schools, entrepreneurs, manufacturers, people that are in medicine. Like I said the other day, we've got everything from Buddhists to Baptists on the call. One of the things that you have in common, though, is that you have a desire to take better control of your life and to use some of these principles in your life and business, because we need this kind of information now. We're preparing for our Monday morning now. So we want to hit Mondays with a plan, with solutions. We want to stop our Monday morning heart attacks and really start to have plans and hopes and purpose for what that Monday will do. Being able to take these business principles, these 21 business principles that are in the laws of leadership, and be able to roll those into your life and focus on one or two or three of these principles each and every week, because we're focusing them on a Sunday night. We're talking about them on a Sunday night, and then we can focus. That greater awareness allows us to focus on those through the week. But I'm also interested in you reading, preparing for this, coming to the table on Sunday with thoughts, with questions, how this has helped you, how it shaped you, or questions that you have, or things that you'd like some help with from the rest of the callers. That's the difference. The groups that I teach now, the people in the room, they make the difference. So you guys on the line, you make the difference. You know, you're going back up. You know what it's like to go from 30 to 5 to 15, and then, you know, hopefully more. If your model needs the work of others and leverage, then that's great for them, opportunities. How did you get somebody to take ownership of a task?
It's weird, Dave, but I forgot we used to do this until you brought this whole point up. But when we first were built, the first go-round of building this business from 2004 till 2008, as we had kind of identified people in the business that were going to take more of a leadership role, and we could see them kind of growing. When they would come to us, specifically somebody would come to me and say, ask my opinion on something and almost want me to solve it, I'd always put it back to them and say, well, tell me what you think. And I think it actually took them by surprise that I was really more interested in hearing their thoughts and opinions on it, that I wanted them to come together with a solution, that I trusted them enough for that solution, and that I was empowering them.
Does his work ethic and skills, does that influence others?
Yes, absolutely does, yes.
Yeah. So people recognize that in him, and they listen to him. So when he says something, he has a voice of authority.
Yes. And
he influences you, because you know he's probably good at something that's probably a real strength of his that might not even be a strength of yours.
Absolutely, yes.
He's maybe never been coached to empowerment, coached to raise up his leadership lid, coached to think that he might actually be a leader that could train others effectively. You might want to check on him and see where his leadership lid is, and have that conversation with him if that fits into what you guys want to do.
No, that's a very good point, Steve. I appreciate that. I just took down a bunch of notes. I completely agree with that whole law, and it's actually hearing it was very helpful.